You know why I didn't watch traditional wedding band, babe? Because they remind us about taking turns. You know, that's not really me. That's why you know, they're for turning. Exactly. It even makes Dolly cry. I've struggled with it, you know. So there was going to be no exchange. It's true. I've taken to wearing the small black one instead. It's more me, isn't it? I'm taking a turn with the black ring. And this new Mayan Gold coffee, which I'm drinking from my cherry cup. It's true. I have got, you know what? What do you mean? You knew I'd be like this as soon as I got a sniff of having any time. The other beaker to go with the rayon. You know, the chalice. The dame's chalice, as it is. I have your one too. Your small beaker. It's safe with me. For when we're playing, you know what? High Order Masterlies and Dame of the Realm. What do you mean that sounds like a fuck awful game? Well, do you know what? I know what I want. Because you know why? I have a chalice. I have so many chalices you would not believe. It's so cute, isn't it? It's got a little hook in it. Hook for crook. And not that sort of crook, babe. The shepherding type. And there's, you know, going back to old Stonehenge of the Venge. My wishing mirror on the wall. There was a pair of those before. The other one went to start a war. I think that's all there was that I needed to remind you about. I'll probably think of some more. Dames around, yes. Which one would that be? One with the desires, babe. Oh, this is the bell that, you know, our other friend dropped by the other day. Just to let us know he was still on the button. Oh my god, and this as well. I got these two cards the other day. I'll just show you so you know where we're at. I thought I was going to send this to my sister for her birthday. You know, one of our sisters. I decided, you know what? I'm keeping it because you know why. It's you know who. It's too nice to send. I need to keep it. So I bought this one. With the kite. I thought it was so nice. I might keep that as well. I missed her birthday anyway. But I probably will send it. It's nice to have a late surprise. Because that's the other thing I was reminded the other day. Always remember to tell them there's something under the tree for later on. Always, you need to remember that. It's a message that came through yesterday. Whatever happens, remind them there's always something under the tree for later on. After dinner or whenever happens to be. God, Dolly can't stop crying. Here's the keyring that I got this time with the white rabbit on. Show you closer. Alice was peeping through with a crack. Which Alice, I couldn't tell you. You mean you can't see a damn sodding thing? I can't either. It's nice, isn't it? We just have to feel our way around. Let's see. What did I buy that for? Because I was supporting the animal woman. It's got the white rabbit on anyway. You know who that is, don't you? I'm late, I'm late. I'm late, I'm late. I'm late, I'm late. They raided the estate. And the Red Queen. And the hooker smoking rabbit. No. I'm going back to drinking my Mayan coffee. There's the silver shoe sent me. I love it so much. My Arabian slipper. I showed you, didn't I? I didn't have to show you. It's a Tantric Susan present. God. Do you remember the 7 League Boots story? When we read that before. It reminded me something of that. And so did the other boot by the door. It's one of those. It's called a whore boot. For kicking donkeys with. That's what you told me. Keep this by the door just to remember where I've gone. I've just popped out for 4 minutes, you said. I'll be back later. After I've done what I have to do. Whatever it is. I showed you, didn't I? She said, I'm just popping to the cottage. Don't forget. The cottage. Where we're going back to later on. There's old Iris there. I tap on her pot now and again. I've got to stick her crown back on because you know what? Some white paper bag knocks it off. You blow into a white paper bag if you want to do a balloon trick. So she's sitting around at the minute. She's trapped here. She got blown in. She got blown in off the street. Old Iris. She said she likes to stir things around. She gave me a bit of a fright yesterday. She said I'd earned it. But there we go. So that's why I said make no mistakes. Even if you're standing at the Golden Gates, things can still spin around. I'm currently Dame of the Realm. Later on, I might be tied to the helm. The figurehead, if you like. Let's just wait and see. Could you believe that to be a thing? Me ending up being the figurehead for the whole ship? Jesus God, no. What a fucking palaver that would be. That would be a drama, wouldn't it? The figurehead for the whole... You know what? First Lady to the Lord of... Misfortune. What a thing that would be. This is how I knew the sky was a brain. The other day I was looking at this and I thought, you know what, that looks like a brain. The sky. Who's this coming now? I bet it's one of your friends. It sounds like it. They make that sort of bin. I can usually hear them coming by. It's got red buttons on the wings! I can see you! It looks like one of those Nerf bullet things. Fucking wrecking up the system. Jesus Christ. Think about the planet, you arse! The bears don't care. They like the dust that blows out of it. I like to do that power again. Go outside and shout at the go scream at the moon. Alright, then I will do that. I'll do it later on. I just like to, you know, flounce around a bit. I hope they heard me. They probably had the microphone switched on. Doing a sweep of the... Are they doing a sweep off, babe? You just show me how many rockets you've got, aren't you? Look at me, I'm flying around all my planes. You want to see how many more I've got? I don't need you, you're shitty birds. Your shitty recording system. Look what I've got. I've got a whole team of bumhole. Well, you guys are a rotten dog. Your imagination. Well, do you know what? Let's just see where it gets us. It's true. It's true. I've got bags of nuts everywhere. I'm used to it. Look, there's Dolly with the cosmic growth ball. She wants to get it out. She's chucking it in the growth balls. What's a growth ball? What are you trying to tell me? It missed the pond. Top pond. There's a top pond. Lamb's lettuce. She chucks it in the lamb's lettuce. What does that mean? LL. Lanky loser? I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Limp licks, maybe. I don't know. She chucked it in the low pond now. Growth balls for everyone. I don't know. What are we learning about? She's telling us. What do you think she's trying to say? It's outside the ring. What though? Outside witch ring. I needed to get the glue back out the other day and try and fix this orange net. Because, you know why? She might just go in and get it herself. I don't think this is going to work. I can tell already, because this old fishing pole has crumbled off. Probably because, I don't know, nature decided. Look, it's like one of those fishing games at the park that we used to practice on. It's called Practicing for Grown-Up Games and Contraptions. There's a strawberry. She's going to throw it straight back in the pond. She's a fuck off. She's taking it down the path. Growth balls on the path. The wren came and popped in their nest earlier, just after I signed out before. I just think, I remember Z for Zachariah. I don't know if you ever watched it. I remember watching it. We had to read it at school. When I was there's a door opening. This is going to open a door for somebody. In Hertfordshire, before I came to Norfolk, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, I presume you've read it or seen the film. It's all both. There's all this trundling around. And they find a little piece of paradise in the valley. I forgot what I was going to say. I completely forgotten. They just made growth balls. The strawberry. Where's it going? Oh, I can ask. Cosmic calamities. And have a look at the gut socks from here. They look nice, don't they? I tried to throw some seeds up onto the top roof, like sunflowers. And I don't think they'll grow though. You never know. They might hopefully roll into the gutter. And then they'll water themselves. It's been lucky with all the rain that those have been watered. I've not had to do it so much. One more thing. You know what, actually, what those clouds saying? Do you know those two white stripes in the last one? I thought afterwards that was the two doves that shot over at the same time. That was two white stripes, wasn't it? Because they went really quick, the ones I didn't know if they were pigeons or not. I reckon that was those two doves flying past. This is how we have to learn to read the Sky News. I'm trying to teach you all, not just... I'm learning too. I love it when these swallows, they fly, they do make triangles in the sky. Who's this to? Is that seagulls? I think that's seagulls. Is it? They are seagulls, aren't they? They're not kestrels, are they? Oh, wings. They're flying differently to normal. The kite was over that way. Or whatever it was, kestrel. I only said a kite because I was Steve from next door before he moved. We saw him before he goes, I'm sure that's a kite. We watched it over that way because it's red. I'm not so good at telling. There was one up the other day. It may have been peregrine. I forgot, that might have been a kestrel actually. It had a straight tail. I lent my book to somebody, my remembering book, so I've forgotten to check them all. I don't really much mind. Look at it doing the things that they do. Dip for me. Come close, my precious day bats. No, they're just doing normal bird stuff. it's great that they've only just literally last year they were over the back way, and I've managed to tent them over here since I've got all the fleas coming out of the pond. I managed to build up the compost on top of the garage, which must make fruit flies. So I've tented them closer. This year they're all over the garden. When will you get bats at night? I was rather hoping they'd roost in the chimney. I haven't seen a snake in the garden, or a slow worm or a lizard. I've seen little ones over the woods. Little, like gecko things. What's that cloud behind me saying? What do you mean what's going on with my hair? It's all the rage, you know? It's all the rage. The sage rage. The sage. It says sage there. Sage! Look. 5th air rage. Can you read it? Professor, southeast. There's a trap door opening. Actually, do you know, this happened, talking of sage. I was weeding earlier. I thought, what in the name of shit? What in the name of shit is all this dock leaves? So I started pulling them up. And then I noticed actually the second set of leaves was sage. So I put some down. I think it's sage anyway. Or maybe it's dock leaves. Fuck knows. I'll wait and see. I'll give it another week or two. And then go through it, weeding again. I think I do that quite a lot. Things come up. I think, what did Jesus... Jesus shit name have you come up for? I'm putting you out, and I'll probably find afterwards it was a load of plants that I planted myself. Alpine strawberries, I put some of those down there. That's probably Adolf coming through again. Because you know why. Not sure what else you've sent my way to deal with. It's like, you know what? They're just puppies. They'll be the 7 dwarves, won't it? I reckon. I wonder who else you sent me. The 7 dwarves. I am Snow White. Who's the Wicked Witch who fed me the apple? We don't need fairy tales anymore, do we? Disney's out, so out. Girls don't need that sort of bullshit in their life. I think you're right. I don't know. What's this up here? I put little offerings in for the squirrel, so I can see him from where I'm sitting through the hoop. It's funny. I hide treats from around the garden. Oh, God, do you tell this dog to stop being such a whining old... A white paper bag. Here we go. Right, I'm going to drink some more coffee. And, you know what? Probably think some more jargon. Look at this, though. I can't believe I've got this. I can't believe. I don't know why it went pink. I think it's the water, the fish. I don't know. I can't imagine any other reason it went pink. I'm glad it did, though. It's more of a nicer colour than white. Well, you know. It's got so many flowers, though. Roses are hungry, aren't they? They like a lot of feeding. I only fed it with that old pond water. That fish died in. It's nice though, it's fun. Every day is an adventure. I never thought life would be this interesting. And now I've got this far. You know what? Every day's a page turner, isn't it? That in itself is a page turner. And you've got to... Luck to the right. Luck to the right. This dog is so fucking needy. Oh, I know why she's barking. I put a shovel on top of her bunk. Go on then, up you go. Show the people what you wanted. You can see what she wanted, can't you? She wanted to be a fuck. Dolly! Come on, up. Grey balls for me. More luck to the right, probably. Dogs are assholes, don't get one. I don't know. And, you know what else? They're easier than children. What do you mean she's rattling on about that again? Well, I can see it. Mine have all grown up. I know what it's like. Oh, fuck me, her ball's gone out the front gate. I'm going to have to go.